logistics company.
Yeah, logistics company.
That's also what Mercedes called themselves. You remember the video that we saw
Oh,
about
yeah,
the
yeah,
truck?
that's right.
That we are no longer a car manufacturer. We're a logistics company.
So what's going to happen next 10 years? It means Amazon, a logistic company, Yodobashi logistic company, their support is going to be combined.
Yeah, of course, that
Or
makes a lot of sense.
Yamato will going to change their company, style, or a new company will emerging.
Right.
Or
right.
Japan Post will going to change. It means they need to change the way of delivery system. Otherwise, they can reduce cost.
There's obviously so you can say, okay, well, it's very inefficient for Yodobashi to create their own logistics system next to Amazon, next to all these other companies. So that should become a transparent layer with only a few competitors that provide generic logistics services. So you can basically track and trace where is your article, where is my stock, and connect it directly to an electronic order, and then decide whoever is going to fulfill the distribution service to actually bring the closest, the nearest product to that customer. So I would say that you're not going to tie in with one logistics partner, but basically you're going to put all these distribution centers together and create with blockchain technology, create a connector with different distribution service providers, and start to operate from there.
Do you know how they're going to reduce the logistics cost?
Well, by doing exactly what I just described, that's what I suspect.
No, I'm thinking this is automated driving. Automated driving, so anywhere in the city, in the town, they can deliver automation.
But who's going to do that automated driving? Is that going to be the logistics company, or is that going to be the companies like Amazon?
New industry.
So I think it's going to be the Cronecos and the
Okay. One concrete, idea. Maybe they're thinking about. Okay, if you're going to accept pick up your product at 7-Eleven or Lawson, okay, this is a transportation cost. Plus, you can get more additional saving money. So this automated driving is capable. Okay, just automated driving car. Dropping the product at 7-Eleven or some those shops, just dropping post. So this sort of thing will going to happen within couple of years. So it means okay, no transport, no logistics cost. You're going to asking for.
But another thing is that basically you want to enable all these companies, Yodobashi Camera, Big Camera, all these companies who want to start doing that and bring products directly to people. They're going to be operators like Croneco, who's going to create. They're going to create a platform and say, okay, just plug your warehouse into a logistics system, and whenever there is an order via your e-commerce platform, we will reroute that and take logistics upon us. But it's not only going to be Croneco, it's also going to be Sagawa, so it's going to be completely transparent, and it will be logistics as a service with different with a few different players.
What's going on?
So well, basically that's basically going to reduce the logistics cost, because it's going to be much more efficient than creating all these parallel logistics services. So that means that more and more physical shops will be closed, because the cost of logistics
is
going to be.
Of course. No shop. But my question is, okay, Sagawa and Yamato, what's happened for those competitors? Japan Post?
I think there will be probably about 4 or 5 big big ones who are capable of investing in electronic vehicles, who have enough presence to build up a good fleet, and who can be complementary to each other. Maybe locally, regionally, there will be different providers. For example, in Aomori or whatever, in these areas, you will see different logistics providers. But all in all, there will be a race for logistics companies to start bringing coverage to Japan. And once that coverage is there, there will be and there will be a transparent layer where you can basically choose, okay, I need to bring my product from Tokyo to Aomori, and I will choose the shortest route that will go through multiple logistics partners. It doesn't matter. So just a warehouse, it goes from warehouse A to warehouse B to warehouse C, and then I will look at availability and presence, and it will be picked up, and very easily and quickly, smoothly, at the lowest possible cost, it will be brought to the customer.
But no competitive advantage among competitors.
Well, competitive advantage is availability, is transparent. Well, okay. Well, you got a good point. If the I think that basically to make this work, it needs to become almost like a public service. So that basically means that the customer needs to be in the position to enforce Yamato and Kroneco to work together. So it almost becomes like a public service. But if the power, the economic power, remains within the hands of Kroneco and Yamato, then it will, so that they can work parallelly. But basically, the consumer should drive these companies to work together and to basically let us choose how we bring our product from A to B.
For example, it's currently, like you said, Amazon selling product to customer, right? But the other logistics is pick luggage from individual house to send it to the other individual house. This is actually the delivery product to one to the other location. But this is the same issue. They have no problem. Just a blockchain system, but also they can identification something RSID, and also automatic recognition of the
you just check it, and then you can track the whole thing and make it transparent throughout the supply chain, and it doesn't need to be inside your company.
Actually, my office building, everybody bring their parcel downstairs to submit for the some convenience store, and the convenience store going to handling for the doing something, and so automated vehicle will pick it up. So if this kind of is they're going to take this kind of action method, I think almost logistics will going to be fully automated.
And also, I just found yesterday, this is Grab. Then Grab is serving now not only for transportation but delivery. This is someone will pick up your baggage or stuff to deliver it to where you want to be sent. So this is another service, sharing economy, sharing service. So just taking some current logistics company together may not be enough to be competitive.
So what is that? I didn't hear the first thing you said.
Yeah, just right.
That Apri?
Yeah, Grab.
Oh, Grab.
What is it?
Right.
You can choose service menu, not only transportation but food and delivery.
But they're not the ones who just put a layer on top of these different logistics companies, they're doing it themselves.
Yeah, it's like the same as the taxi service.
Right.
So you don't know you don't know who will come in to pick up your baggage.
Right.
But yeah. Anyway, they will be their registered driver.
Right. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. Basically, you're going to it's going to be transparent. You don't know exactly who will do it, and it may actually be a very good idea for these companies themselves to say, okay, why would we, if I am in the area, for example, here in Tokyo, and I'm a logistics company, and a customer asked me to pick up a parcel and bring it to Aomori, then I can actually say, you know what? Actually, I can pick it up from the house because I have somebody out there. I pick it up from the house, but instead of bringing it to Aomori, I bring it to a logistics center in Ueno. And there, I'm going to offer it to the warehouse and ask somebody else from a different company to pick it up. So I can take the first part of the logistics, the chain of logistics, but I actually outsource it again to another company who has presence in Aomori, because it doesn't make sense for me to go all the way to Aomori to deliver it there if there is another logistics company who has a much better and tighter knit distribution network. So that's the next step. The customer can put out this request, but even logistics companies can work together to make the most efficient logistics idea. There's an interesting case in Mexico with cement. They try to have cement transportation in Mexico and organize that, plan it. So they had a central operations bureau, and they were planning cement to go everywhere in the country. But it was terrible because there were always delays and very expensive, and there were always trouble and whatever. So what they did is actually they changed the system completely. So what they instead of planning everything, what they did is at the planning center they only made the transportation needs available, and then they just offered them online. And the different logistics companies, they basically they could say, okay, well, I will take this transport, I will take this transport. So they reversed it, and they dramatically increased profitability because of this. By instead of actually pushing it and planning it, going from A to B, by making it making it available online and let the individual drivers decide on who's going to take what.
はい、皆さんこんにちは、雲野です。今日はですね、雲野塾の研修のプログラムをご紹介したいと思います。で、こういうふうなホームページありますけれども、ぜひですね、一度中身をご覧になっていただきたいと思います。今日はブーキューブさんのスタジオに来て、この収録をしておりますので、中身はこういうふうになってて、今最近ホットなね、グローバルリーダーの定義など書いてあります。で、特に経団連が作成しました留学すれば英語ができて専門性を持つというだけではですね、グローバルリーダーになれないとここに書いてありますようにですね、仕事ができる、専門性を持つ、英語ができるだけじゃなくてですね、私どもの塾ではリベラルアースということと、それからもう一つは孫子の兵法、さらにはですね、日本の歴史というものを合わせて教えることによって、皆さんが海外の欧米の方々と、もしくは華僑圏の方々と正々堂々と渡り合えるような人物を育成しようというふうなことを考えています。ここに次のスライドが出ておりますけれども、ここに書いてありますのはですね、さらに、私どもの雲野塾の中身につきましてはですね、 欧米の資料しか使っておりません。また、実際に運動塾は英語でやっておりますので、英語の講師がこう話しておりますけど、学習はですね、日本の歴史をまだ教えてますので、学習の午後はですね、日本のプログラムをしております。で以前はこれ有料だったので、今はですね、実際に会場費も取っていただいておりませんで、毎回5000円ということで、朝9時から午後5時までやっておりますので、ぜひ皆さんですね、ご検討の上ご参加いただければと。英語のできない方もですね、学習の午後、こういうふうな検証をしておりますので、ぜひご参加いただければというふうに思っておりますので、よろしくお願いします。で、ここにさらにですね、グループ討議とか実務の勘どころを教えると書いてありますけど、実際には私が10年ほどですね、欧米の新聞とか雑誌等をですね、集めてきた、もともと英語のベースでございますので、そうしたものをですね、50セッションのテーマに分けて資料作成しております。そういうことで、世界のオペレーション、もしくはカントリーリスクも含めてですね、しかも世界のトップの方々に対しても、いろいろな分析とか洞察をしてですね、議論しております。そういったことも含めてですね、今後ともよろしくお願いしたいと思います。以上で私の挨拶を終えますが、今回のこのビデオの収録にあたってはですね、V キューブさんのスタジオをお借りしてですね、お時間を頂戴して、このビデオを作成させていただきました。よろしくお願いします。どうもありがとうございました。